secret we first met. I carved our names inside a heart and watched the sunset silhouette. Your scarf had danced upon the breeze like a soft and silent sigh. Now just a whisper amongst the leaves as the years keep riding by. Fading light burns just like a flame on the old mountainside. Those twilight hues, they call your name. In the echoes I reside, underneath the starlit vein where our lost dreams lie so still. The fading light, it burns in vain, and I reckon it always will. The porch we built now leans and creaks, tells a tale of better days. Forgotten laughter in the air, now just dust on gravel ways. The cabin holds your warmth no more, just empty rooms that chill the bone. And I walk these floors alone, my heart a saddle worn and thrown. Fading light burns just like a flame on the old mountainside. Those twilight hues, they call your name. In the echoes I reside, underneath the starlit vein where our lost dreams lie so still. The fading light, it burns in vain, and I reckon it always will. So here's to the trails where our wild hearts roam free, to the nights under stars, to the way things should be. Every twilight I find brings you back to my side, a bittersweet ride neath the fading light's guide. Fading light burns just like a flame, now it's guiding me home to a love lost in whispering winds in the places I roam. Yes, the light may burn out, but your memory still thrills in the heart of the night where love's echo distills.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, sat an old wooden porch, holding secrets only I know. We carved our names in the rail, under skies vast and blue, where the promise of forever felt honest and true. But the porch stays quiet, the oak tree's grown old, the scarf you left behind turned gray and cold as the sun dips low. In the land of the free, this lonely heart rides trails where you used to be. Time swept in like the rain on dusty forgotten roads. Your laughter's just an echo in the cabins we called home. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, each creak a painful reminder of days long gone by. Still the porch stays quiet, the oak tree stands tall, the wind whispers your name in the twilight's call, with the sun hanging low in a sky so vast and deep. My heart's a lonesome rider through memories I keep. Beneath the endless heavens I've roamed from town to town,
but each horizon's painted with the love I hadn't found. The world spins on, the stars watch from above, yet in this silent stillness, all I know is our lost love. Yes, the porch stays quiet under that old oak tree, where our dreams still linger, but you're just a memory as night claims the valley and the stars stake their claim. I'm left with the shadows and the whisper of your name. In the chill of the silence, where our laughter once roared, the porch stays, but it's you, oh it's you I still long for. Out where the oak tree shadows lay, by the bend where we used to swim, the old shotgun house now just a shade, whispers of the love that's grown dim. Her scars dance like wildflowers in breeze on the porch where secrets softly spoke, now just creaks in an empty seas where laughter used to kindle and stow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night, shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight, her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost, memories in every dust swirled gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost, left with this ache, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path, cabin windows stare blank and wide, echoes of her wild loving laugh, now just shadows where silence by. Once we roamed through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the rivers flow, now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night, shotgun forgot, but I remember all, each tender kiss, every fiery fight, her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past, under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last, left with this yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see, dreams are like leaves falling away, what I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night, shotgun forgot, but my heart knows every ending tucked out of sight, in the land where the lonely wind blows. Rain washes tracks, but not the pain, paths we once walked turn to rust, in every sunset's crimson stain, I find a piece of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers, in every whisper carried by the embers. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky, I
Rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf that danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang. Gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gates, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
There's an oak tree by the cabin where our names are carved in jest, beneath the sky too wide to dream, where the sun cradles the west. That old porch still recalls your boots dancing neath moon's gentle sway, but now it's just a cracked frame house since you walked away. Oh, these hills echo stories as the wind moans through the sage, where every trail's a memory faded in this dusty cage. My heart's bound to the saddle, roaming lands you used to grace, like a shadow beneath the sunset since you walked away. Gravel roads we used to wander, not just tracks and beaten dust, each stone a fragment of the dreams we built on trust. Remember how the rain would fall, we'd laugh and say we'd never stray. Now it only paints old sorrows since you walked away. All these hills echo stories as the wind moans through the sage,
Every trail's a memory faded in this dusty cage. My heart's bound to the saddle, roaming lands you used to grace, like a shadow beneath the sunset since you walked away. By the riverside the willows still weep. They knew your soul, they knew mine. Their leaves whisper secrets of sweet yesterdays lost in time. And the scarf you left, it's threadbare and gray, holds the scent of a love that's decayed, a token of what I can't throw away, a remnant of you that stayed. Oh, these hills echo stories as the wind cries through the sage. Every trail's a scar of memory in this lonely, dusty cage. My heart's tethered to the saddle under skies where stars betray, just a silhouette beneath the moonlight since you walked away. Just a whisper in the silence since you walked away. In the shadow of the oak, where the evening sun weaves gold, I found her scarf, a faded blue. Among the leaves so old, the wind whispers through the grass, a song of days now past, along the trail where we once walked, too beautiful to last. Lost trail rode through under skies so white and blue, where my heart lies buried deep in fields that she once knew. The echo of her laughter rolls like thunder through the plains. Lost trail rode through and only silence now remains. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, the cabin stands alone, the gravel road that took her away, overgrown and stone, where once the coffee brewed at dawn and danced into the air. Now only dust motes in the sun and the weight of an empty chair. Lost trail rode through under skies torn gray and blue, ghosts of laughter in the breeze and memories that ensue. The echo of her footsteps fades down paths we used to tread. Lost trail rode through, leaving words we never said. And in the quiet solitude where the creek runs clear and true, I see her face in ripples and know some loves never renew. With every sunset bleeding red on horizon sharp as knives, I reckon time's a thief on horseback stealing through our lives. Lost trail rode through with the lonesome wind that blew, whispering of yesteryears and the pain of starting new. The echo of our story now a whisper in the rain. Lost trail rode through, love's a memory and a pain. The lost trail rode through and I'm riding it anew, past her memories fading light under skies of somber hue. In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers flow, I first saw her wild hair in the sun's retiring glare. We danced on creaking boards 'neath the porch of weathered lore, her laughter twining through like the breeze in twilight's hue. Unspoken words watched me leave in the dust of twilight's eve. A scarf she wore, now part of the core of the saddle I used to grieve. As the sun bids goodbye in the vast regretful sky, her memory's a ghost on the endless lonesome coast. Years flew like the storm that paints the desert norm, from bustling towns to silent nights under the cold distant lights. The cabin empty sighs, and in its corners my heart lies. But time washed away the dreams like pebbles in mountain streams. Unspoken words watch me leave in the rain that night did weave. A scarf she wore lay on the cabin floor where my hopes began to cleave. As the wind whispers low through the valleys I once known, her touch a fleeting trace in the chill of empty space. And the roads they twist and turn, each with a lesson stern. To ride is to roam in a world that's just foam on the sea of grass and stone, where my heart finds its own. Unspoken words watched me leave as I held my breath to grieve. A scarf she wore, now frayed and torn, in the dreams I still believe. With every setting sun, my wandering heart's undone. A cowboy rides alone, with his heart forever thrown. So let the sunsets glow, tell the tales of woe, of a cowboy's lone ride, with his memories as his guide. Unspoken words like birds fly away into the skies, and under the vast starlit night, a lone heart quietly lies.
Out where the wagon wheel drifts on crescent moon dust, under the oak by the river, you swore our love was just. I can still feel the weave of your scarf red as setting sun. On an old porch swing in silence, our two hearts beat as one. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, carrying tales of a love lost like old forgotten mines. Each turn of the wheel, a memory fades away into the dust of the trails where we once lay. Now the oak's grown tall, shadows stretch like years, gravel roads wear the rains of 1,000 lonesome tears. That cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, the saddle known by you, the one who knew me best. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, carrying tales of a love lost like old forgotten mines. Each turn of the wheel, a memory fades away into the dust of the trails where we once lay. As the sunset fires burn out into twilight's deep side, I reckon hearts like ours were meant to say goodbye. But in every drifting cloud or star that evening unveils, there's a glint of your smile in the wagon wheel trails. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, echoing the heartbreak where once you were mine. The wheel turns, the dust settles under night's veil, leaving me wandering forever on your trail, forever on your trail, darling, where love never fails. In the dusk, by the whisper of Oak Creek, where the shadows of oak trees start to sneak, I recall her scarf, blue as the twilight sky, and the rye we held tight, my love and I. Her laughter mingled with the rustling leaves, echo softly where my heart still grieves. Oh, I held tight in hands so warm, not just a whisper in the storm. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the solitude that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight, under the stars. Oh, I held tight. Seasons turned and the wild rye grew tall on the path to that old empty cabin's call. The porch creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of sweet hellos and that hard farewell. The saddle sits dusty, the reins lay still. Life moves on, but my heart never will. Oh, I held tight in hands now cold, in this quiet town where memories unfold. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the loneliness that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight, under the moon's soft silver light. And the wind whispers secrets through the pines, carrying the scent of those lost sweet times. I'm just a shadow in this land, roaming free, holding on to what can no longer be. Oh, I held tight through years gone by, where dreams are kept and lovers sigh. Her love a trail I wandered blind, in the echoes of what's left behind. Oak Creek, carry my heart with the night, under the stars. Oh, I held tight, forever held. Oh, I held tight.
In the shadow of the oak tree, where we swore our souls to keep, lies a cabin empty-hearted, where the weeping willows weep. Beneath the porch where we once danced, the boards recall your steps, and every gust of prairie wind whispers of the secrets we kept. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the crimson skies, but I remember every verse echoing in my lonesome cries. Your scarf still clings to the saddle horn, blue as the falling night, while I ride the trails of yesterday, guided by fate and light. The gravel roads we wandered, now overgrown and less defined, like the path our love meandered, leaving our promises behind. The rains that wash the dusty plains can't cleanse my haunted mind, for in the storms I see your face, and peace I cannot find. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the crimson skies, but I remember every verse echoing in my lonesome cries. Your scarf still clings to the saddle horn, blue as the falling night, while I ride the trails of yesterday, guided by fate and light. By the riverside of memory, where the waters run so deep, I saw a reflection fleeting fast, swept away in a silent sweep. And in that moment, stark and clear, I knew what I must do to live the songs we left unsung, and to find a trail anew. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the endless skies, and I'll carry every verse till the day my weary spirit lies. Now your scarf flies free from the saddle, lost like the whispers of the dove, as I roam this world, a shadow man, chasing the ghost of lost love.
In the hush of dawn by the old oak tree, where the land whispers secrets it keeps, I recall a scarf red against the spring, and the promises no longer sing. Her laughter echoed a ghostly spell in the cabin where the shadows dwell. But his shadow said nothing as it danced alone underneath the porch where our love had grown. The sunset bleeds through the cracks of time, and the wind carries off our old wind chime, each gust a whisper of what used to be. His shadow said nothing to me. Years wore the saddle and the trails turned gray, gravel roads where we once would stray, from the bustling town to the quiet streams, now empty places in my dreams. The rain taps soft on the roof that leaks, in each drop of memory speaks. But his shadow said nothing as it danced alone underneath the porch where our love had grown. The sunset bleeds through the cracks of time, and the wind carries off our old wind chime. His shadow said nothing to me. Oh, how the mountains recall our names, echoing through the wild untamed. I'm a wanderer in a land so vast, chasing a future tied to the past. And his shadow said nothing as the night set in, silent as my sorrows, thick as the din. Stars flicker out where her eyes might have shone. His shadow says nothing, and I ride on, leaving behind what I can never reclaim. His shadow said nothing, and I whisper her name.
Just past the creek where the cottonwoods grow, that old felt had tied down, shielding sorrow. It watched over me on your porch made of pine, as we traded sweet whispers, your hand holding mine. In that quiet little town where time moves slow, under the shade of oaks where wild rivers flow, your scarf in the wind like a captured blue flame. I left my heart there and nothing's been the same. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. Now the cabin stands empty where we once lay. The laughter we shared now echoes fade away. Gravel roads stretch under mournful moon's glow, leading nowhere, just shadows of what I used to know. Those wildlands hold memories, each stone and each tree, but the soul of the prairie, it just ain't the same without thee. Your picture, a faded token in the pocket of my vest, riding solo beneath sunsets in search of some rest. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. There's a silence in the prairies, a whisper through the grass, speaking of what was and what can never come to pass. I've learned that some loves are like the wildflowers of spring, vivid and brief, a fleeting, beautiful thing. So that hat tied down, heavy now with years, sagged under the weight of my unspoken fears. But each sunset that bleeds into the edge of the night is a reminder of love, once burning so bright. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, I'll keep riding these trails until my own sunset dies, carrying memories under skies vast and dome, always moving away, forever unable to come home.
I found your boots still by the door, the ones you wore in '94. Your coat still hangs where you'd let it rest, that scent of pine still on your vest. But what I touched with shaking hand was that old scarf I knit by land, the red one with the frayed up ends you wore through blizzard storms and bends. The scarf still smells like you, like hay and smoke and morning dew. I held it close, I breathed it in, and let my tears fall from my chin. You may be gone, but that thread's true, still wrapped in love. The scarf still smells like you. You said it scratched, you said it itched, but wore it still through every ditch. I saw it once near Canyon Cold, wrapped round your neck, fighting the bolt. Now it's folded on our chair, the one you fixed when legs gave scare. And every time I pass that seat, I swear I hear your boots repeat. The scarf still smells like you, like coffee mugs and campfires hue. I press it soft against my chest to hush this ache that will not rest. No need for gold, no grand ado, you left me warm. The scarf still smells like you. They asked if I'd let your things go, but I said no, 'cause some threads hold more than wool can show. The scarf still smells like you, like laughter caught in sunset's blue. I'll keep it close till my time's due, then bring it with me straight to you. No grave too far, no stars to view. I'll find you where the skies turn new, and bring the scarf that still smells like you. In the shadow of a pine, where the wildflowers sway, we etched our names in a heart deep in the gray. Underneath that tree, on a bed of fallen leaves, promises were whispered as the dusk clung to our sleeves. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray. Ever since that pine and you walked away. Years have rolled like rivers neath the moon's watchful gaze. Old porch creaks alone, reminiscing better days. The saddle hangs untouched, dust gathers on its skin, a testament to rides and the trails we wander in. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray. Ever since that pine and you walked away. The gravel road's still there, it leads to nowhere
plow. I tread that path in dreams, find the tree that knew our names, only to awake to the whispering ghost that remains. Oh, the pine tree walked away like the dreams that break a day. No more whispers in the leaves, no more words left to say. And as the stars appear, I feel the night reclaim the place where once a pine and love knew my name.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long into dusk, I found a scarf you left, now faded threads of musk. By the old log cabin, where our initials are still carved, a letter waits in silence, edges worn and starved. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm riding through dreams I can't hold. Gravel roads, they've shifted just like time's cruel hand. The saddle's worn and brittle where once it made a stand. That porch we'd sit just waiting for the rain to bless the land. Now it only echoes one set of boots and a solitary man. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm lost in dreams that I can't hold. Underneath the weeping willow, I confess to stars above, how the heart can hold such spaces filled with endless love. But the shadows grow in corners where your laughter used to stray. And in the stillness of the night, my soul just drifts away. Oh, the winds, they sing of you down the empty, endless trails, where our memories roam like shadows, hidden deep in veils. Each sunset's a reminder of the love that had to fall. And every night I'm riding, haunted by the cold. A letter waits unread, my dear, where tears and time prevail. In the heart of a lonesome cowboy riding the lonely trail. Trees whisper, I first met her in the spring soft glow. We danced 'neath stars near the old creek's murmur, where the wildflowers dared to boldly grow. But her goodbye said nothing, left me holding a dusty scarf the color of the dawn. Echoes of hoofbeats, fading, growing in the silence where her shadow's gone. Years rolled like thunder across these plains. The porch still creaks with her absent steps. Through summer storms and winter's icy chains, in the saddle I roam, where our sun once set. Her goodbye said nothing, but these old trails speak her name with every gust that weaves along the gravel roads beneath the veil of twilight's breath. My heartache cleaves. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's low, just a lone coyote calls to the moon's pale light. And these whisper secrets the winds won't blow away, keep me searching for her in the night. Yes, her goodbye said nothing, yet it echoes loud in the rustle of the leaves and the creek's soft sigh. Underneath this vast, unending cloud, I reckon some goodbyes don't mean goodbye. Her goodbye said nothing, a silent pact, bound by the land where our memories lay. On this lonesome trail, there's no turning back. Her goodbye said nothing, and everything in its way. In the shadow of the oak where the river bends, your laughter echoed under sunlit ends. We carved our names on the gnarled old bark, promises made in the moment's start. The breeze held tales in the whispering leaves of love as boundless as the dusk conceives. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my heart lies. Underneath that twilight glow, lost love whispers soft and low. Every sunset paints your face in the empty air I trace. Now the oak tree stands but alone it weeps, for the river changed courses did our dreams. The cabin's empty, the porch swings idle, scars left behind now nature's bridle. Gravel roads where we used to tread flood with the rains of words unsaid. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my spirit dies. Beneath that endless starry throat, silent songs to you I owe.
every raindrop sings your name in the heart's ceaseless flame. On the trail where the wildflowers hide, I ride along without you by my side. With every hoofbeat echoes the pain of a love as wide as a golden plain. Time may heal us, so they say, but your echo and the wind won't fade away. Morning sky where echoes lie, in the dust where my memories fly. Underneath that endless dome, I wander heartless, lost from home. Each setting sun lets your shadow dance in the twilight's cool, sweet expanse. Oh, morning sky, keep her echo nigh till the stars all fall and the rivers dry.
Stepped off the train with dirt on your shoes. Sunlight kissed your hair like a sacred truth. The fields turned green just watching you smile. Even time slowed down for a while. You sang to the sheep, you danced in the rye, hung sheets in the wind like flags in the sky. The old oak bloomed, the bluebirds came. This wild land never felt the same. You were the spring of this land, my dear, turning silence into songs I could hear. Your laughter lit the river's bend. Your touch could teach the frost to end. You made the weeds sway just to see you pass. Put life in stone, turn mud to glass. This heart, this home, this rugged sand all bloomed 'cause you were the spring of this land. You painted the porch with sunflower hue, said a little color always pulls us through. You read by lanterns, sang in the rain, said pain was part of nature's game. But come one dusk, your eyes turned far. You whispered, I need to chase a star. I begged the sky to hold you tight. Spring don't stay past April's light. You were the spring of this land, my love, a prayer sent down from skies above. The cattle stood still when you passed by. Even coyotes watched with softer eyes. Now every bloom feels out of place, like they've all lost your warm embrace. The wind still tries to understand why it weeps where once blew the spring of this land. The soil remembers where you knelt. The barn still holds the warmth you felt. And though the seasons come and go, the heart knows what the land won't show. You were the spring of this land, it's true, and nothing's bloomed the same since you. I water flowers, they don't respond. I sing alone by the lily pond. The bees still buzz, the clouds still roam, but this ain't love just overgrown. You left your name in dirt and sand forever. The spring of this land.
in the shadow of the old oak tree, where we carved our names for eternity. The land whispers secrets when the wind heaves, and on my cheek the rain bleeds. Old porch creaks, remembers your grace. Your laughter echoes a haunting trace. I see you dance in the sway of the leaves under stormy skies where the rain bleeds. Oh, the rain bleeds like my heart on these sleeves. Every droplet of memory in the dust it weaves. The sunset's painting sorrow on the faded trails. Love's a ghost in this wild, riding lonesome gales. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads lonely, their stories untold. Where we once walked, now only a shadow leads. In the silence of the plains, the rain bleeds. Your scarf still hangs on that old rusty nail, reminder of what's gone, the love we'd avail. The saddle untouched, like my heart that pleads. Every thunderclap's a pain as the rain bleeds. Oh, the rain bleeds like my heart on these sleeves. Every droplet of memory in the dust it weaves. The sunset's fading glow on our lost tales. Love's a ghost in this wild, riding lonesome gales. I wander these hills, talk to the stones, ask why love leaves in these bones. Each answer lost, carried by the breeze. In the quiet of the night, the rain bleeds. Yes, the rain bleeds. And I'm here on my knees. Landscapes of your smile in the clouds I see. But as the horizon swallows the last light, I'm learning to live with the night. Still in my dreams, where old love leads, forever, evermore. The rain bleeds.
Under the shadow of an old oak tree, I carved our names for eternity, with the sunset bleeding through the leaves. That old porch whisper, the soft sweet tease. Your scarf caught the prairie wind that day, in a town where time found a place to stay. But now the empty bed fades under moonlit shades, where your laughter echoed in night's embrace. And these halls just whisper silent prayers, oh, for one more dance in our moonlit glares. Now gravel roads where my weary tread, echoes of your steps in my head. That cabin corner where you used to spend stands quiet like the silence of my sin. The trail we walk now overgrown, with the dust we kick now fully sown. The empty bed fades under starry blaze, where your warmth once battled the frost invades. My soul just whispers your sweet name in the lonely call of the wild untamed. By the riverside, where the willows weep, I see your reflection in waters deep. Every stone and every bend marks the tale of us that could never end. Yet still the empty bed fades in the dust cascades. Each night a shadow where our memory waits. I'll walk these lands under skies so vast, holding on to love as long as it can last.